That just looks spooky, doesn't it? Oh, God. I've nowhere... To be honest, that looks really horrible. Does that look... To be honest, I don't think that's all that bad, to be honest. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's been a little while since I've done a video, and apologies again for doing a sit down at the bed video. I'm currently planning a load of videos for April and May that aren't just sit on the bed and talk to you videos. They're more more documentary based. I start shooting a couple soon, but I just wanted to, you've probably seen a couple of them anyway, but I just wanted to let you know that I am aware that it's quite frustrating that I'm just sat on my bed all the time. So I wanted to do a video a couple of months ago, I think it was in January. I did a video talking about things going wrong on stage, and it did really well, and people wanted to hear more stories when things go wrong on stage. Now, I'm actually going to tell a story. It's the same thing that happened, but happened twice, and I've even got clips to show you. It's one of the clips I have to be very careful about. I'll explain when I get to it. So, when you go on stage, it's in Panto at Bishop Community Centre, and because it's a stage, it isn't a permanent stage. So the stage is set up, the wings are set up, everything's set up beforehand. It's actually set up about a month and a bit beforehand. The stage is up beginning of January. The show's at the end of January. The stage is put up around Christmas, New Year time, and then we're on stage doing things. I think it might be a couple of weeks. I think it might just before Christmas actually, or December. But the stage is up, the wings are, everything is up about three weeks before the show's due. We do one rehearsal a week, I might just add. So sometimes stage directions are very difficult, and things do change within the last 3 weeks. They're the most stressful parts of actually rehearsing it. Like the September and October rehearsals are just us holding the scripts, trying to get a feel for the characters and stuff. But anyway, so because it's a set-up thing, we don't have a lot of space for the wings, and there's front of curtain, and there's behind curtain obviously, but there's also two little there's screens that we hide behind. You'll see it when I show you the clip. Two little screens we hide behind before we go on. If we're going on front of curtain, this is for the front of stage bit. And the reason front of curtain things happen is so the set backstage can be changed. That may sound irrelevant now, but when we get to it, it will be relevant. So we're now in this scene. We're about to go on stage. I think I'm about to go on stage. So so we're behind the curtain, ready to go on stage, and it's really cramped. There's like 3 of us, all cramped, about to go on stage. I think it's actually 4 of us. 4 of us on stage, cramped, about to go on stage, off stage, about to go on stage, and we're like, okay, that's cool. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, do we go on? No one's on stage. Someone's meant to be on stage. There's no one on stage now, which is a show business sin. So I'm like, right, I'm going to go on stage to start the scene, because I think that's what I'm meant to be on, because I start the scene. So I go on stage, start the scene, and then realise something's wrong. And I look at the prompter, and the prompter's going, I'd come on a scene early. Right. So I'm like, luckily it was right at the beginning of the scene, so I just went, oh, I'm not meant to be on stage, and walked off. Here is the clip.
Right. Whenever you're ready. Should we snatch? Bye bye, Simple Simon! It's a bit of a queue. Some big bloody circus there, yeah.
So another scene happened, and the reason this happened was because, as I said, it was really, really cramped. The actors, we came on a little bit too early, obviously, and the actors didn't have a chance to get in front of us. They were behind us, so they had to come round through the curtains, and we're like, it's Piccadilly Circus round there. Luckily they came up with a line, which is really good. When they went off, I'm then meant to come on. So I come on, and I thought, well, I've got to make a joke about it. Here you go.
Fancy seeing you here.
Don't push your luck.
So there we go, and we carried on with the scene and everything was fine. Cut to this year's Panto, and it went a little bit more wrong. Now, we started the scene, we were, me and the actor that was in it, we were kind of going, what do we do? Is it this scene now? Is it this scene now? Because we were kind of, because I'd forgotten a lot of the material because I've got memory problems, and we noticed that, oh, am I meant to be on stage? We're like, am I meant to be on stage now? Are we meant to be on stage? So we walk on stage, start doing the scene, and then the stage crew in the wings looking at me, the man in charge, he's telling everyone to stand there, telling the people, you need to go on stage now, right, the curtains are shut, do this, go in to get the actors from the dressing room. You know, he's there looking at us in the wings going, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm on stage now. And so I'm like, I've got to stop this scene now because we shouldn't be on stage. So I then say, right, we're not meant to be on stage now. And he goes, are we not? No. So we walk off as quickly as we can, but we'd done the scene. The scene was done.
Good job, Matt.
Have you listened to this one? Where is she?
Behind you! I have every fish in the land trying to find her.
There's only two things full of fish, and you're one of them. Now, you need to do more. My daughter is missing.
All right, don't get crabby with me.
Don't give me all that. You don't cut, see?
No pitches.
It's not what I said. Someone's talking from Australia.
I was right, this isn't the right scene.
It's the right scene.
No, it's not!
Ignore us, you didn't see us.
There's another scene after that, which I'm in. So when I walk on stage, everyone thought this was the scene we were meant to do. It wasn't. So I got a cheer anyway.
Oh, look! Wow! That's a scene! Yes, that's it. Error of the human world, it's a mess. Brexit! 1+, that's fine. Trust me, life under the sea is better than anything they've got up there.
So then, 2 scenes later, the scene we're meant to do happens. So we walk on stage, but backstage in between this scene, we're like, what do we do? Should we do right? We'll just tell jokes, we'll just be silly. This is what happened. Now I will have to jump cut this because this is for the Saturday night show and the joke is a bit rude and this is a family channel. So we jump cut it. This is what happened.
Well. You know what? He still has a fucking family. But I have to say, look, honestly, we have to pad it out because they do some things. I've got a little joke for you. If I offend anybody,
Get out.
tough All done, he's done. So we're letting you carry on. Enjoy the
As
show.
you were. I'll shut it.
So there you go, that is the most, that is when things go wrong on stage. A lot of more stories and a lot more things, especially coming from Panto, when I forgot an entire scene. I continued with the scene and went, I've forgotten a whole chunk on opening night. I have got a clip of this and I will show you it in the next time I do this. If you want me to do these again, I will do another one, but that's a little teaser for one that I'm going to tell you about. So I'll see you all very soon with another video. Goodbye.